everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hey honey bunny, how you doing? My name is Adriana. If you're a returning subscriber, hello honey bunny, how you doing? And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, honey bunny. So I'm gonna give y'all my sauce on how I do my manicures at home, like salon quality manicures at home. I'm going to show you all the tools that I use, techniques that I use that has personally helped me get the best long-lasting gel manicures at home, and some tips and tricks on how I'm able to paint my right hand with my left, because I'm not left-handed at all. I'm very much right-handed, but we've been making it work, boo-boo, so it has to be a method to the madness, okay? So as y'all previously seen in the beginning of the video, my nails look horrible. I've had these nails for about a week. I redo my nails every week because, as you see, it look like I be out here playing with hot coals. I don't know what the hell I be doing, but apparently I'm doing too much because my nails be cracked. So yeah, so I'm just showing you guys how I'm going to get started on taking off this gel polish. I personally do use a electric drill. Now, honey boo boo, let me tell you something. If you decide to go this route instead of, you know, old school break your wrist, you know, with the manual file, I'm letting you know this right now. Please use it on the lowest speed. Like, use it on the speed that gets the job done, but try to have the speed as low as you possibly can. A lot of people use the drill too fast. Telltale sign of that is normally if you're using the drill and it's getting really hot, like your nail feels like it's burning, using it entirely too fast. I'm also going to use my fine grit to do this. And yeah, we just gonna take our top layer of polish off. You have to do this so you can begin the soak off process, which I do find is the most efficient in terms of getting the polish off without completely ruining your nail bed. Like, I'm trying to tell y'all, I done been through the works, okay? I done been through the works with this drill. It's a curse and a blessing. Like, you really do have to be super gentle with this. You really do, because if you are not, you will completely fuck your nail bed up. And I'm talking about, like, mess it up to the point where, like, it hurts. And nobody wants to be hurting from something that should be very relaxing and fulfilling. I don't know about everybody else, but I enjoy doing my nails because I am, gonna tell the truth, I'm kind of a control freak. So I like being able to control everything about my beauty as a whole, as you can tell by my channel. So I took off all of the top clear coat. Now you have two options. You have the typical option, which is with the acetone and cotton round. I actually have these little clips that my mom gave me, so you won't have to use like the aluminum foil. Because honey bun, let me tell you something, I'm not using my aluminum foil to soak jack crap off my nails. Like, my aluminum foil is for my kitchen, honey bun. I'm not wrapping my nails in that stuff. So I'm gonna put some acetone on the cotton pad, and normally you can rip a cotton pad in half and it'll be big enough for your nail bed, unless your ass is King Kong and you got the biggest nail beds in the whole universe, which I ain't judging if you do, boo. Okay, we still love you, but I'm just saying, ain't nobody's nail bed normally that big. So you can do it that way and just wait for like the process of the peeling. Me personally, I do a trick that I saw on TikTok. I actually take a baggie, and that bag that you saw me have, it has some oil in it. So normally it's either coconut or olive oil, avocado oil even. You want to put some type of oil in it, and you're also going to put the acetone in that same bag. And then you're going to take a container of warm water, not boiling hot, boo-boo, and not cold neither, but you want it to be like body temperature. And you're going to put your hands in it. And I find that this method is 10 times more effective. I don't really like losing access to my fingertips with those clips. This is actually my preferred method. And I'm gonna show you in a minute, boo boo. I'm gonna show you why it's the preferred method, because it makes the process so much more quicker instead of waiting for your paint to dry. Okay, we're waiting for it to undry. Basically, you get what I'm saying, honey bunny. So yeah, we're gonna close that right back up really quickly, because if you don't, it can like spill out. And you see how much has already like lifted, and I've literally only had my hand in that container for maybe all of 5 minutes, like not even 5 minutes. And as it continues to uplift and peel off, you're just going to go in again very gently with your file, and you're just going to basically file off all of that lifted gel. Now, if you're using regular polish, then you can just take it off with acetone. You don't even have to do this step, because I know not everybody loves gel polish or have access to it, because gel polish is a little bit more expensive. All of the gel polish that I've personally had to buy it off of Amazon. That isn't something that I was really able to get in any particular store. There may be some stores out there that you can get gel polish from, but personally, I've had to get all of mine off of Amazon, which is a great provider, by the way. You can find every single color up there in the world, honey boo boo child. So yeah, I'm just gonna go through and continue taking off all of that gel polish on my nails, and I'm just going to repeat the process. So after I do this, I'm going to put my hands back in that mixture that you saw, the olive oil and the acetone, and then I'm going to put it into warm water again, and you just literally complete those same steps until all of the gel has lifted up. And then after it lifts up, you're going to file off some more, put it back in, file off some more, and just keep doing that until you have all of the polish off your nails. This is essentially what they do at the nail salon too, by the way. So even if you're not going to paint on top of it and you just want to remove your gel polish, you literally can use this same exact method. And if you don't have access to like an electric drill, you can definitely use this with an old school file, honey bunny. So don't even be out here acting like you can't do it too. And that's basically what I have taken off so far. And as you see, this is like a slow process. It definitely isn't something like you put your nails in the mixture for 5 minutes and it all comes up. No, on average it takes me about 15 minutes to soak it all off. But this is the result of me removing all of my gel polish. So I'm going to go in with my cuticle pusher, and I'm going to push back my cuticles. And oh my god, y'all, this is my favorite step. I feel like this is what gives your manicure the most professional look, if you ask me. Is making sure you get those cuticles back, honey bunny. And literally, I told you I had only waited about a week to do my nails, and you can already see how much cuticle I had that was on my nail bed. I found that pushing back your cuticles definitely makes your nail bed look a little longer. It extends your nail bed. So as you can see, like, I completely lift it up, and you really want to be very gentle with this process. You really do not want to be rough with your cuticles, because it's very easy for you to rip your cuticles, which can in turn cause a bleed, which we don't want, because honey bunny, it's gonna hurt. So you want to be really, 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 I cannot stress this enough. You really want to be gentle through this entire process. But especially when you are lifting those cuticles, honey bunny, you really have to take your time. Take your time, put on some good music. I personally was watching a TV show when I was actually recording this for y'all. I was actually watching CBs on Netflix. I know some people gonna say, girl, you too fucking old. Don't come for me, okay? Don't come for me. Leave me alone. I mind my business over here, so I'm gonna need you to do the same. But I was watching CBs, okay? And then you're gonna go through with your nail cuticle clipper, and you're basically going to take off all of that lifted cuticle. And this is also why it's so important to lift it, because if you just try to take the cuticle off without lifting it, you can cut yourself and snip yourself. I'm trying to tell you what I know. I've been doing my nails for months. I learned the hard way. And don't she just look so cleaner? Don't it just look so much better? It really does. So I'm going to switch out my bit for my electric drill. And I'm actually going to use the one that you can actually use around your cuticles. Again, use this on a lower speed. Do not go up in here like the little rabbit off of, what's that little Lord Jesus, it's a cartoon that has a rabbit that, like, I don't know if it's a rabbit or a road runner or something. Y'all get what I'm saying. Y'all know what I'm talking about. If you don't, you just probably too old and too young anyway. But either neither here nor there, baby. Honey boo boo child. I'm gonna go in along my cuticle where I basically lifted all of that old cuticle, and I'm just gonna file off any residual like leftover. So any dead skin that might still be left on the nail, any excess cuticle I might have missed, especially on the sides of my nail bed. I really try to make sure I go in with that bit and make sure I get all of that up, because you want your nail bed to be as smooth as possible, because when you go to start laying the gel, you don't want it to be a bunch of lumps and bumps and bruises and cuts and all of that stuff. Because let me tell you something, gel is not a mask all. You definitely can see texture and everything underneath. So you really, that's like the biggest part of doing your nails or getting your nails done, is the actual prep work leading up to the polish application. Because the polish application is quick. That happens within maybe like 10-15 minutes. But the process of making sure you're buffing your nails, you're filing your nails, you're lifting your cuticle, all of that stuff takes time. So don't rush, honey boo boo child, because if you rush, let me tell you something, you're gonna be able to see it at the end, and your nails ain't gonna lift right, and they're not gonna look right, and then they're gonna lift in like 2 days, and then you're gonna be pissed because you spent all this time just for your nails to chip and be looking raggedy in like 2 seconds. So take your time. Okay, and now I'm gonna go through. Now this is when I pull out Old Faithful. The old school nail file before technology took over and everything was fast, wham bam, thank you ma'am. I pull out Old Reliable, and this is what I use to actually shape my nail. Now, I'm not one of those people that actually like hardcore shape my nails. I just prefer them to be like a oval-ish round shape. I do know some people be out here filing their nails in 50 million different shapes and colors and sizes and all this other stuff. I don't have time for it, honey boo child. I'm just trying to get in and out of the salon because I'm ready to shut down. So I'm just gonna go through and make sure all of my nails are filed. Make sure I don't have any hangnails or anything like that, because I know, particularly in my case, if I have any hangnails anywhere, they will get caught, and then my manicure is going to be ruined and I'm going to be pissed. So you just want to make sure you getting everything, you filing everything, and yeah, just take your time, honey boo child. I keep emphasizing that, but I really mean it. Like, you really have to take your time when you're doing stuff like this, because if you're rushing, it's not going to turn out right, like, at all. I'm trying to warn you and tell you what I know. So we're going to switch out the nail head, well, the nail file head again for like the 15th time. And we're just going to put that on. And I personally always use like the lower grits than the higher grits, because I find that the higher grits are just entirely too damaging for my nail bed. So I would recommend that you start with like a fine grit. And then I'm just going to get all of that leftover residual nail polish that I didn't get in the previous step. Make sure I get all of that off. I normally don't have to file for that long to get it off because I've gotten like 98% of it already off my nail. Then you want to go in and you want to buff to make sure that the nail bed itself is smooth because again, gel polish is not a cover all. It doesn't cover imperfections. So you have to make sure that you're filing and buffing. So when you finally do get to the gel application stage, you're applying to the smoothest, cleanest canvas that you possibly can, and you're going to be setting yourself up for success, honey boo boo child. Now, I am personally going to take a cap of Isotone, which you will see why I take this cap of it out in a minute. And I'm going to go in with my base coat. You put this on before you actually apply your gel polish. It just makes sure that it adheres better and kind of prevents like any cracking or anything. Unless you like me and apparently you just out here just messing your nails up with no knowledge on how it's even getting messed up. But I'm going to go over all of my nails, and this point is kind of self-explanatory. If you've painted your nails before, I mean, it's kind of not rocket science, honey boo boo child. If you haven't painted your nails before, you just go through each nail and paint them. Kind of feel like self-explanatory, but I mean, hey. And then the reason I poured that Isotone in that cap is because I actually have like a brush that I actually use to clean up any polish that is around my cuticle. Because you want to clean that up before you put your hand in the lamp. Because once you start curing it, it's kind of harder to remove it after the fact. So you want to be proactive and clean up around your cuticles or anything you need to clean up before you put your hand in the lamp. Now I'm going to go in with my gel polish of choice. Yes, I am using the color brown in the middle of the summer. Mind your business. I wanted to do a brown. So I'm just going to go through, and again, it's self-explanatory. You're going to paint each one of your nails, and in between of each coat of polish you do, you want to put your hand under the lamp. So you're going to do one coat of polish, clean up around the cuticle, put it in the lamp for about 60 to 90 seconds. Then you do another coat and repeat the process as such. Just make sure that you cure in between of every layer of polish. That just makes sure that like it's not getting gummy or your brush isn't getting caught if you're trying to paint over half cured gel polish. Just you got 60 seconds to wait. Watch a TikTok or something for 60 seconds and you'll blink and it'll be ready for your hand to come out.
Niggas ain't got respect. Niggas just got themselves. I put that top left. I love McCarty to death. Hype Williams, little X. If you don't say it direct, give a fuck. Yo. Niggas ain't got respect. Niggas just got themselves. I put that top left. I love McCarty to death. Hype Williams, little X. If you don't say it direct, give a fuck. Yo. I put some ice on her hand. I let her take it in advance. She wasn't going as planned. I put her shit in the van. She gotta move with a friend. But she went back to the man. Give a fuck. I just put a wagon in the driveway. You know I did. When I shoot my shot, it's still go wild way it's going in. Me and little sicko sitting sideways, breaking sense. Used to be an antisocial nigga, now I'm making friends. I just got a mansion out in Turks and it's a beachfront. If she bringing 4 friends, I know I hit at least one. Got them all tanning by the pool and they greased up. Police in my city, man, I keep it pockets greased up. Me and Capo trying to leave my market piece of East up. Ain't nobody making too much money on the beef stuff. But I beef a rapper cause I'm never with the sweet stuff. Johnny came from Mexico, she know she got the sweet stuff. Hey, niggas ain't got respect. Niggas just gotta accept. I put that top left. All of my crony to death. Hype Williams, no X.
And then now I'm going to go in with my top coat, and the principle is still the same thing. The same way you painted your nails is the same way you're going to do the top coat. You're going to put top coat on, cure for another 60 to 90 seconds. I personally like to do like 2 coats of the top coat because, again, I want to make sure that my manicure tries to last as long as it possibly can. So don't be shy to put more than 1 coat of clear on top, just to be safe. Like I said, it does anything but make your nails super shiny. So what else do you have to lose?
Hey, niggas ain't gotta respect. Niggas just gotta accept. I put that top left. All of my crony to death. Hype Williams, no X. If you don't say it direct, give a fuck.
Okay, so now I have went and got this same container that I had water in previously. I went back and filled it with more warm water because now I'm going to do a hand soak. Now, yes, I know these jelly masks are meant for your feet, but I mean, hey, like, I feel like if you could put it on your feet, you could put it on your hands. Skin is skin. Mind your business. So I'm gonna pour it in this container, and I'm not sure if y'all have had like a jelly pedicure before, but essentially it absorbs like all the water, and it becomes like this gel type consistency. And after it absorbs the water, now in this part, I ain't gonna lie, I think I put entirely too much for how much water I had, but it's gonna be fine in a minute. It's gonna be perfectly okay. So you're gonna put your hands in, you're gonna let your nails or your hands soak for about, I wanna say like 5-10 minutes. And then it's a 2-part system. So the second part of the system, which are the granules you see me adding now, that's actually going to, the packet says dilution, whatever. I just find that it makes it more of like a watery consistency. So as you can see, I'm going to mix it up. And in a minute, you're going to see what I'm saying. It's going to completely turn into almost like a liquid from that like thick gel you saw me messing with previously. And it turns into like a liquid. And this whole time I'm just putting my hands in, I'm rubbing it all over my hands. Only problem that I really had with this like gel stuff is the color. I felt like it tinged my fingers for some reason. But luckily that tinge did go away after about, I want to say about an hour or 2. It went away and my hands are fine. So then I'm going to follow it up with some oil. Now, this is the only product I don't have in my archive. I don't have any cuticle oil. So we're going to use fur oil, okay? We're going to use fur oil. I didn't know what else to use. I needed something to put on my cuticle, but normally you would use some type of cuticle oil. And you're going to rub that all over your hand. And then you're going to be done, honey boo boo child. And your nails are going to glisten like nothing ever before. Because let me tell y'all something. Stop giving those like little chink chink stores your money, because they overcharging and not even giving quality or attention to detail from me. Like, honey boo boo child, look at that. That is a quality gel manicure at home for the cheap. Because I had all these products already in my house. Like, girl, if you ain't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe and do yourself a favor. But I will see y'all in my next video, and I love y'all.